Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. We gotta talk about more Diablo 4 nonsense. Look, the microtransaction videos are easy rage bait, and it's easy for you guys to enjoy some rage content from me, but honestly, at this point, it's more comical to me than anything, and I understand why these publishers do it from the standpoint of, if people are gonna buy it, it's literally no work for them, or very little work for them, to offer $65 horse bundles, but we'll talk all about it, and a game that does have microtransactions, but I think that are implemented very well and aren't very, consumer taxing is Helldivers 2, and I have a bit of an update on that game as well, coming from the owner of Arrowhead, the development studio of that game. We'll talk that in a little bit. Maybe I'm a giant hypocrite in defending Helldivers 2 and not defending games like Diablo and Assassin's Creed, but I digress. I think they're at completely different sides of the spectrum. This week, as noted on IGN, Blizzard released the new Scourge mount, which can only be bought as a part of a $65 bundle that throws in 7,000 platinum. For context, Diablo 4 itself currently costs $41.99. That's a part of a discount. The game itself, I believe, is typically $70 on Steam. But yes, it goes on sale, and if you spend $70 on Diablo 4 at this point, you are an absolute sucker. And there is no way to buy the Scourge mount outside of this bundle. Blizzard notes, charge in atop Crystal and Bone, manifest Crystalline, Might, and Traverse Sanctuary with the Scourge. The Virtuous Scourge pack includes Crystal and Bone bundle containing the Crystal-clad mount, Crystal and Bone cage mount armor, 2 mount trophies, and 7,000 platinum. 7,000 platinum can be exchanged to customize your in-game experience with purchasable cosmetic items, used to unlock access to the Premium Battle Pass and Battle Pass tier skips. Crystal and Bone, a great many Malade's Plague and the unfortunate inhabitants of Sanctuary. One is spreading corruption that crystallizes both bone and flesh. It's literally a horse bundle for $65, and it is so wild, the greed with some of these games. It's like some of these games I can understand the greed to an extent, but when you go this OD on it, when you go this over the top, I always talk about the trifecta, and the trifecta of greed that I have ascertained from games these days is $70 price tag, which, let's be real, the game prices have stayed stagnant for so long that $70 price tags to me isn't that crazy, but outside of that, it's the early access gimmick as well, the meme gimmick that isn't real. You aren't getting any games early access, you're just spending an extra $10, $20, $30, sometimes $40 for these deluxe editions to get 3 days early. Bro, you think it costs Ubisoft anything to lock Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown behind an early access window for the deluxe edition? No, it didn't cost anything. They're just doing it so they can sucker people out of $60 instead of $50 for that game, and games like Diablo 4 could sucker, I think it was $80 instead of $70, or maybe it was $90, I don't remember the exact price point, but you get the idea. These games, they can launch whenever. The early access costs them nothing. It literally costs them nothing, especially in the case of single-player games that are literally done and ready to go. They just have to unlock the game for people. Hogwarts Legacy was another one, and you guys would be surprised, you guys watching my videos are like, yeah, obviously we know that, we know this early access gimmick. My boys, when they realized Hogwarts Legacy, they could play it 3 days early, you think they waited for the $70 release on PlayStation 5? You think they waited for the $60 release on PC? Hell no, they didn't. Those casuals are like, early access, let's go, take my money now, which, from that standpoint, I could understand. I could be bewildered by it, but at the end of the day, I bet you Warner Brothers made so much cash off the Hogwarts Legacy early access that I'm like, you know what, more power to you. More power to you that you've found this gimmick that's gonna sell you games that are even more expensive than $70. Now you can start selling $80 games and a lot of people will buy them. So that's why, yes, I can find this stuff comical, and to me, I'm just like, yo, this is so egregious, but there's gotta be, a hardcore community of Diablo 4, and it's not like you need 500,000 concurrent players or 1 million concurrent players for this to be successful. How much you guys think these horse bundles cost them to make? It don't cost that much, and they're charging $65. How much you think it costs for Assassin's Creed to include time savers, double XP boost, time savers, guys? You need to spend the $10. And you know what? It's not like all of those people are gonna buy these time savers, but 50,000 suckers spending $10 for the double XP boost boost in AC Odyssey, that's gonna add up real quickly, and they pretty much did no work to do that. I'm sure in the case of Diablo 4, yeah, it's getting a negative reception, but it's gotta have a core audience that's still super into this game, that's buying these $65 horse bundles and things of that nature. And let's not pretend that I'm a saint. If you guys saw how much money I spent on League of Legends back in the day, I was a down bad sucker as well. How much money I spent on Hearthstone, I was a down bad sucker as well. So like, I ain't even any better than the people buying AC Odyssey double XP boosts, but at the very least, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. My League days are behind me, my Hearthstone days are behind me, and you know, like, if we dig up the receipts for my League of Legends payments, they're pretty disgusting, and I am not a proud man because of that. So, yo, you wanna throw shade at me? By all means. I've been down that rabbit hole as well, and I was an absolute sucker as well. I need the premium skin. I need that Hecarim skin more than I need the air in my lungs. Yes, guys, I've been there, and there are certainly people there right now that need the $65 horse bundle, but nonetheless, obviously, I think at this point it's ridiculous, but people gonna buy it. It doesn't have to be that many, but the work that it takes to implement stuff like this isn't that much. One thing I do want to note, Helldivers 2, it is a $40 release. It does have microtransactions, but the microtransactions are fairly tame, and you can get the super credits that are tied to the microtransactions by just playing the game. It's fairly easy. You can get the Steel Veteran, War Bond, all that stuff, and yo, I could be just totally biased towards this game because I really like it outside of the server issues that have been a kind of a train wreck, but nonetheless, I've really enjoyed my time with the game, and I've even gotten questions from people asking if a PvP mode is going to be included in this game, and the owner of Arrowhead just said, hey, we'll never add a PvP mode. This is to reduce toxic elements from the community. We want an environment that's supportive, fun, and we are all fighting on the same side. I feel like that's a little tongue-in-cheek because PvP is kind of in the game, given that friendly fire is on, and let's be real, some of these stratagems that I call in, yo, my kill counter on friendlies is kind of high. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I am not the man to be playing Helldivers with. My squad has been irritated with me ad nauseum for, let's just say, lighting them up right before the chopper comes in or the extract comes in. I try to be pretty judicious about it. Sometimes, you know, I gotta troll my boys a little bit, and I'll kill them on purpose, and then they'll kill me back on purpose. It's all tongue-in-cheek. I wouldn't go and play with randos and start killing them. Like, that's just, like, kind of troll behavior, and I definitely wouldn't do that, but my boys, they're obviously, they're open season as far as me trolling the hell out of them. But nonetheless, as far as the PvP mode, looks like that won't be coming to Helldivers 2, but Helldivers 2 is totally fine as a totally co-op experience, so I'm good with that. Game is $40, it's great. Server issues are getting a lot better, so if you do want to check it out, I'd recommend it, but at the same time, it is a game you certainly need a group of friends to play with, or if you go online, like, you can have a fine time. I just think you should have a squad of a couple people to play the game with, and the game gets super difficult. If you go from, you know, the medium difficulty to challenging, right away it gets super difficult, and then obviously it gets way more difficult as you go up and up. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, the Diablo 4 microtransactions, I get it. It's funny. It's funny to me at this point, but we know they're gonna make money hand over fist with that just by, you know, enough people buying stuff like that. And as far as PvP with Helldivers 2, looks like that won't be coming anytime soon. They did note never, but I feel like that tweet was a little tongue-in-cheek. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.